Welcome, everybody, to this week's episode. We really appreciate you joining us. This podcast really shows us how we can all learn, live, and thrive off of each other. By sharing our knowledge through our conversations, we will impart some knowledge whilst learning ourselves how to progress even further. Here is your host.
Hey creators, this is Roland and welcome to the Writer's Creative Space, a space where you as an author or aspiring author can get inspiration, advice, tips and encouragement on your self-publishing journey. This is episode 11 and in this episode I will be talking to you about starting from zero. But before I get into the main topic, let's get into some personal writing news. And like I promised last episode, I'm going to be talking about the progress I am making with my nonfiction book, which is called Delayed But Not Forgotten. I have given myself until the end of May to complete the editing and finalize the book cover because it's nearly done. I've been getting my edited copies back and I just need to go over it. So I've only edited a little portion of the book, but I'm hoping, like I said, I've given myself until the end of May to edit the book and to have my book cover, and then the month after that, that's May, June. So that's June. I will probably be then advertising my book. So I am really excited about that. And as I was editing the book, I was listening to a podcast and the host was talking about the importance of having a lead magnet for your book. Now, if you're not familiar with what a lead magnet is in relation to writing, it is a free resource that you create and give to drive people to your website or to grow your email. And it is also effective in promoting your latest project, your latest writing project. So it's just to get awareness of what you're doing, right? So I decided then after I listened to that podcast that I want to create a lead magnet for my book. I know that means it's more work on my side because, like I said, the book is already completed. It's at the editor, which means now I'm going to have to create additional content. And that means it'll now push the release date back, which I'm still hoping will be next month, which is June. But I want to try it out. I think when I heard about that, it made sense. And I thought, you know what, this is something I want to try out. It was a bit of a decision to make, but you know what? I think this will help me in my future projects because it'll be something that I've tried and I've done. So yes, it's going to be a bit harder to create. And actually, I've already started creating and working on this lead magnet. So it's not going to be a lot of content. It's just going to be like a teaser, but I mean, a substantial amount. It isn't going to be like 300 words. No, it's going to be probably a chapter or two on the topic that I'm writing about in the main book. So I'm really looking forward to that. And next time I write my book, the lead magnet will be in my mind, whereas now it's an afterthought. But at least next time I will write my book with that in mind. So I am very excited to be trying out this new strategy. And that's what it's all about, right? It's about learning new things and implementing those things. It's all part of the growing process. And as an author, it means that I'm growing. So I love that and I love trying things out now. So I will keep you updated on the progress I am making on that front. So with that, that's the only news for this week. So let's get into the main topic. Recently, I heard a quote and it's what inspired this episode. And the quote said, "Every great thing that ever started with somebody not knowing." There was a day when Oprah didn't know how to turn on a microphone. Now, when I heard that quote, I was like, whoa, what? And like, man, like, can you imagine? There was a day when Oprah didn't know how to turn on a microphone. I let that sink in and I was like, it encouraged me because hearing that, it's easy to think that some people start on level 50 or level 100 or level 200 and not on zero. But the fact of the matter is, and we always need to remember this, is that everyone starts from zero. The person who has 10 million followers on their YouTube channel, that person once had 0 followers. They had to learn how to make great videos, to edit, and so on. But the fact is, they started on 0 and they built their way up to whatever followers they have now. And as I have started on this author journey, I've had times when I felt overwhelmed at all the things I had to learn, all the new things I had to learn, right? And it has been difficult as well listening to authors who are so much further on their journey than I am, and talking about the things that they are accomplishing and the sales that they are making and all these new terms even that I don't know, but I'm like, and I have to learn this or I have to learn that. So I've had to remind myself that they have been where I am, and I will get to where they are. And I think that's the attitude we need to have as authors, especially if you are starting out or you haven't even started, but you're thinking of being an author. This is something that you have to think about. These people had to learn new skills on their journey. And like someone else said, don't compare your beginning with someone else's middle. And that is so true. As long as you don't do that, then there's no anxiety, there's no pressure that you put on yourself, and you don't get discouraged as much, because when you start comparing your beginning with someone else's middle, that's where you become discontent with what you've done. And that can cause even you to quit, right? So remember, don't compare your beginning with someone else's middle. I want to encourage you to not give up when things seem overwhelming, because starting anything is difficult and it takes time. So what we need to do, or what you need to do, is be present where you are right now. Learn what you need to learn. If you fail and something doesn't work out, try again or try something else. If you're on the brink of giving up a project because it feels like there is too much to do, I want to encourage you to keep at it. And remember, everyone starts from 0. We all start on 0, okay? So you will finish the book that you have started if you keep at it and don't give up. And I believe in you. You can do it. So with that, we have come to the end of the episode. And I would love to hear what stood out to you. What are your thoughts on the topic? And as usual, leave a comment below or go to my YouTube channel and leave a comment there. You can also leave a comment on my Facebook page or on email. The links are all in the description below. And please remember to share this episode with your friends. And always remember, you have something worth sharing. And with that, I will see you in the next episode.
Loved what you've heard on this week's episode? Well, the answer is simple. It would mean the world to us if you could head over to iTunes and leave us a 5-star review and feedback. Spreading the word really is the best way to grow our podcast and achieve even greater things. Thank you.